This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi, I'm Sarah Wall with your Fox 10 News Now update. Fox 10 News is committed to being your back-to-school authority. More students in our area will be kicking off a new school year today. Mobile Christian will begin the new school year today. School leaders say they have put in place a number of safety measures to try to keep students, teachers, and other faculty members safe. One school system that opened last week already dealing with a student testing positive. Students in Saraland set to go back to school this morning after officials say one high schooler went home with coronavirus last week. We're told 5 other students are also in quarantine who may have been exposed. Those 5 students are continuing to learn online. The news came just a day after Saraland City Schools reopened their doors. The person who tested positive was at school on Thursday. School officials say they immediately started contact tracing and sent the student home. More students in the Escambia County, Alabama school system will kick off the school year today. The school system is welcoming back students in phases. Students with the last names beginning with H through M will report to campus today. Some students return Friday, the rest will return tomorrow, and then all students will go to class on Wednesday. Administrators say face masks are required and students have assigned seats on school buses. The Baldwin County Public School System is gearing up for school to start on Wednesday. Today, ribbon-cutting ceremonies are being held at 3 new schools. The first will kick off at 10 this morning at the new Orange Beach Middle and High School. The new school is located right off Canal Road. Then at 12:30, there will be a ribbon cutting in Foley for the new Florence B. Mathis Elementary School. And the last ribbon cutting will be at the new Bell Forest Elementary School in Daphne at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Fox 10 News will bring you coverage of today's ribbon cuttings on both air and online at fox10tv.com. As we continue to follow the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, we want to make sure parents are aware of an aspect of coronavirus that is very rare, but it's also very dangerous. We're not trying to alarm anyone. We just want you to be aware. It's called MIS-C, and that stands for Multi-System Inflammatory Syndrome in children. It's a new complication. It was first reported in children in London back in April, and then again in New York. So MIS-C is a disease that appears in children between 2 and 4 weeks after a coronavirus infection. Again, it's rare, but doctors warn it is dangerous.
These kids are almost all going to end up hospitalized. About 80% of them are going to need to be placed in intensive care units. So these are sick children. 20% of them will need to be placed on a ventilator. That's a machine to assist breathing. And the mortality rate is between 2 and 4%. So the overall mortality isn't super high, 2 or 4%, but that's pretty bad. And of course, children who survive often have had to undergo prolonged hospitalization with a lot of painful procedures. This is a rough one for families.
Dr. Benarok says at this point, the studies show MIS-C appears to infect less than 1% of children. So again, very rare. Symptoms include fever, along with things like weakness, low energy, abdominal pain, trouble breathing, coughing, and a rash. If you think your child has MIS-C, you should call your doctor right away. We're going to put our full interview with Dr. Benarok on our website, fox10tv.com, if you'd like to know more about MIS-C.
Hey there everyone, I'm meteorologist Jennifer Lambers checking in on our radar. First thing for this morning, we've seen a couple of isolated showers so far and some offshore lightning, but so far we're looking good for the remainder of your morning for this Monday. But let's go ahead and check out our futurecast, timing out your day. Looking good so far as we approach the 8 a.m. hour. That's going to continue by the time we get to lunchtime, heading towards noon. Just starting to see some of those isolated showers beginning to come into the picture. That's going to be the story for your Monday. Looking at those afternoon showers and thunderstorms once again for today. A little bit more coverage than we've been seeing for the past couple of days. You can see mainly those inland spots seeing this activity. That'll continue further on into the evening before we get to sunset. After that, that's when all that activity will diminish behind it. But checking out that day planner for today, it's going to be another hot one so far for today. Temperature is going to be in the lower to mid 90s. Looking at those isolated showers and thunderstorms heading further on into the afternoon, but it will be hot and it will be toasty for your Monday, and those heat indices are all in agreement of that too. Easily going to be feeling over 100 degrees so far for today. Heat indices could get up to 105, so make sure you're using caution in case you are going outdoors. because it will be a hot one out there, and it's going to be a perfect day for the beach. Temperatures upper 80s, so still looking at hot conditions. Isolated rain showers still in the picture. The rip current risk is low, so we're looking at those green and yellow flags along those coastal areas, and still keeping an eye on any of those purple flags as well. But let's go ahead and check in on the tropics. Right now we do have a tropical wave just further out towards Africa and the Cape Verde Islands. This is looking like a medium chance of development, so 60% chances of development over the next 2 and 5 days. This most likely will be a depression within the next coming day. And if this does get up to that tropical storm strength, we'll be looking at Tropical Storm Josephine, so something to keep an eye on. Still far away from the United States, but as we approach closer towards the peak of hurricane season, it is best to keep an eye on anything brewing out there. Now, checking out your full 7-day outlook, 40% rain chances for today. Temperatures staying in the mid-90s for the next coming week, and those rain chances bumping up as well. We're going to get into that 60 to 70% rain shower chances by the time we approach closer towards the weekend. So we're getting more into a wet pattern, and also we're staying hot here on the Gulf Coast. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 TV Now.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.